When we look back at November 19th on 2004, the sports world, especially the NBA community, was shocked after the Indiana Pacers and the Detroit Pistons got into one of the ugliest brawls of all time. The Malice in the Palace. They're releasing their documentary August 10th on Netflix. This to me that's a prime example of just fans being disrespectful. We've seen Kyle Lowry be pushed in the 2019 finals against Golden State. We've seen Russell Westbrook have popcorn poured on him. We've seen fans throw water bottles at Kyrie. We've seen fans even spit at Trae Young. See, the thing is this. I get that fans are really engaged within the game, but there are certain lines that you don't cross. Now, granted, Ron Artest and Ben Wallace got into it on the court, but when that fan chose to throw that bottle or that cup onto Ron Artest, I'm glad that Ron Artest made him wear that. The reason why I'm saying that is because you don't treat any human being like that, even if we're on the street. You would not do that to me if you were directly in front of me. And if you did, you were going to deal with whatever I had for you. So with saying that, I'm excited to see this documentary. This is long overdue. Great for the summertime because we don't have any basketball or anything. So we need some content. And huge shout out to Steven Jackson and all of them for standing their ground. And not to mention, I'll just throw these numbers out here for you guys real quick. But when they got suspended, Ron Artest missed like 73 games, Steven Jackson 30, Jermaine O'Neal 15. I mean, it was just so many different, like the suspension was insane that we are saying, one of the biggest that we've ever seen in NBA history. And I can't wait for it.
Hey man, I was an 8-year-old snot nose. I remember exactly where I was when this went down. I was on Finkel and Freeland with my brothers. Big shout out to Wu Davion in Dallas. I was with them, man. We sitting there watching the game, playing around, horsing around. I remember my brothers like, hey man, they scrapping. You see
big scrapping.
You see Ben Wallace with the aggressive shove, Ron Artest, he always been a little flaily. So he sold it a little bit. Ben is a big dude, won't lie. Big shout out to Ben, got us the number one.
Ben don't play around.
But I would have to say too, though, like we all have control of our actions. And I do agree that, you throw a drink at me, man, you probably gonna have to pay for that. But again, you never know what your actions can lead to. And I'm sure Ron Artest never thought that him going up there was going to lead to everything that transpired into Steven Jackson coming up there. We saw Ron Artest catch a few bodies down there, like Jermaine O'Neal.
Ron Artest put a few bodies.
Like Jermaine O'Neal was coming sliding on people, man. It was crazy. Like, it was really crazy to see that happen. If I'm not mistaken, Fred Jones caught a couple blows to the back of the head. Like, it was a crazy environment just to see that, man. And it's definitely, I'm interested to see what else we're going to learn that we didn't see that day. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm really looking forward to. And big shout out to my Detroit Pistons, #1 pick in tomorrow's draft.
You said Cade Cunningham?
Big shout out to the Detroit. Look, I'm gonna say that for Mason. But big shout out to the squad. I'm definitely looking forward to the doc, man.